Alright guys, so today we're going to be having our first experience as a class with clay. So this is going to be a special type of clay that we're going to use that's inside of this package. And it's a special type of clay that you can keep playing with it forever and ever, and it's not going to dry out because it's made with oil. And oil is something that maybe your mom and your dad cook with that doesn't really dry out and helps flavor some foods. So what it's going to do is to make sure that the oils in our hand and the oils in the clay don't dry out. When we use our final clay, which is going to be this type of clay, the more you work with it, the more it's going to dry out because it's made with water and dirt. So what we're going to work on today is making a ball, a cookie, which is a flat slab, a coil that looks like a long snake, and a cube that's flat on all sides. So you're going to get this paper, and what you need to do is you need to make sure that you write your name on it, because all of these pieces of clay are going to look exactly the same, and then you're going to put this inside of your baggie. So I'm going to put this to the side for right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my clay, and I'm going to make sure that my package, kind of open it up like a Starburst, or like I'm unwrapping butter. So open it up, and I take it out, and I'm going to put my wrapper in the trash can under my desk. And you notice it's divided up into 4 sections. What we're going to do is we're going to work on pulling them apart. So work from down. So I'm working from the top down, separating them into 4 sections. And so the top, down. It takes a little bit of work. So now I have 4 sections. I want to keep these close to me because, again, at my table we're all going to have the same color, or most of us are. And again, the colors don't matter. But I want to make sure I keep all of my clay near me so I don't think someone stole my clay. So with this first piece of clay, I'm going to make a sphere. And the sphere is a round, 3-dimensional ball shape. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to say hi to my clay. So I like to say hi, like I'm waving and say hi. And sometimes people say hi like this. So I'm going to say hi with both of my hands. So I'm going to put it inside. I'm going to say, hi clay, how are you doing? And every time I'm saying hello, I'm kind of pinching it just a little bit. So I'm rolling it and saying, hi clay, how are you doing? Oh, I'm having a good day. Thank you so much for asking. Hello, hi there. And so if you notice, it started to change shape. And then I can roll it in between my 2 hands, and I'm going to push as I roll. So I'm going to start to roll it, and I'm going to start to make it into a rounder shape, and I can even use the table to make it into a rounder shape. And I'm rolling my clay, and see how the shape starts to change? So I'll just keep going until I get a really, really round shape. It's a good habit that if you have any cracks in your clay, you're pushing the clay together and filling in those cracks. Then I go back in, and I roll, 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 and then I check for any cracks, and I smooth out my clay. So that's how we're going to make a sphere. Now we're going to make a cookie, or a slab shape. So I'm going to do the same thing where I fold my clay in half, and I'm going to say hello to it. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Oh, it's so nice to see you. And I'm going to roll it between my 2 hands. And I'm pushing, and I'm rolling, and I'm pushing and rolling and pushing and rolling. And I'm squeezing it together. I'm making my round shapes. Maybe I want to go on my table. Roll on my table, because notice I'm using the palm of my hand. I'm not using my fingers. My fingers are free to move around. So I'm going. So now I have my round shape again. And now to make my slab, I have to smush it. So not slapping on my clay, because my clay isn't mean to me, so I shouldn't be mean to it. I'm going to push down on my clay. I can use my fingers to push down, or I can use my palm to push down, and I'm going to make a flat cookie shape. You can also pinch it with your fingers, and if you keep pinching out, it's going to change shape, and it's going to start to get bigger and bigger and bigger. See? So now I have my sphere and my slab, which is also a cookie. Put those on the side. The next thing we're going to make is a long, skinny snake. So this clay is already similar to a snake. What we're going to do is we're going to use our fingertips now. And I'm going to roll back and forth. And I'm pushing as I roll. And I'm going to the middle and I'm rolling out. I'm pushing from the middle and I'm rolling out. And from the middle and out. And I'm going to keep going. Middle, and then out to the other side, and the middle, out to the other side, and the middle. I'm using my fingertips for this. Did you notice something is happening? Is my clay getting longer and skinnier and longer and skinnier? And if you need to, you can use 2 hands to do this. I like to just use 1, and I'm always starting from the middle, and I'm working my way out in the middle, and then out. Notice my clay is really long and skinny. This is the same size it started out with, and now it's so big, it looks like a long, skinny snake. So now I'm going to put this on the side. So again, I have my sphere, my slab cookie shape, my coil, which looks like a snake, and the clay that I started out with. So this last clay we're going to make into a cube. And the cube is going to start the same way that the slab and the sphere did. So I'm going to say hello to my clay. I'm pushing it in between both of my hands. I'm squeezing it. I'm folding it. I'm pinching it. I'm going to roll it in between my 2 hands. So I'm smushing and rolling. And I'm going to roll it on my table. So I want to make a really, really nice sphere because I'm going to have to use that sphere to make my cube that's flat on all sides. So now I have my cube, or I have my sphere. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pointer finger and my thumb on both hands, and I'm going to make them opposite each other. So they're the same like this, but I just tilt them, make them so they're going in different directions. So I put my clay in there, and I pinch, and I roll. And I pinch, and I roll. And I keep doing that. And I can bring some of my other fingers in to help me. I'm going to start to make my cube shape. You notice it's flat on all 6 sides. So I have my sphere, my slab, my coil, and finally my cube. So once you have made all 4 of these shapes, you can make whatever shapes you want. Maybe you want to try to make your letters. Maybe this is an E. Maybe you can make it into an A. Or maybe it's going to be P, uppercase P. Whatever you want. Or you can start to make this into different shapes or different animals if you want to. Make sure that your clay stays with you so you don't get confused with anybody else's clay. At the very end of class, you're going to put your clay inside of your bag and take it home.